Welcome to the deep dive. And what a match we're diving into today. Rajasthan Royals versus Lucknow Super Giants, Sawai Mansingh Stadium, Saturday, April 19th.
Oh, absolutely. If you missed this one, you really missed out. It was a proper nail biter.
It really had everything. And the context, was fascinating too. LSG trying to solidify their spot near the top.
Yeah, they were sitting fifth, 4 wins from 7, looking pretty decent.
While RR were frankly desperate.
Yeah.
Eighth place, only 2 wins, and on a 3-match losing streak coming in, you felt they needed this one.
You really did. The pressure was on the home side, and boy, did the match deliver on the drama. A last ball finish, a comeback. Just incredible T20 cricket.
Okay, so let's get into it. Rishabh Pant calls correctly at the toss for LSG, decides to bat first. What did you make of their start?
Well, RR came out firing with the ball, didn't they? Joffer Archer got Mitchell Marsh early, caught by Hetmeyer for just 4.
Good start for the Royals.
Yeah, and then Sandeep Sharma followed up, trapped Nicholas Pora and LBW for 11. So inside the power play, LSG are suddenly 46 for 2. Not ideal.
Definitely put them on the back foot. You thought RR might, really take control early.
Exactly. And it got a bit worse for LSG when Wanindu Hasaranga got the big wicket of Pant, only made 3, caught by Dhruv Jurel.
So 54 for 3, that's looking a bit shaky.
It was, but this is where Aiden Markram stepped up. He played a really, really important inning.
Anchored it, didn't he? Talk us through his knock.
He was excellent. Ended up top scoring with 66, faced 45 balls. And crucially, he put on that big partnership, 76 runs with Ayush Badoni.
Yeah, it was the recovery they needed.
Absolutely vital. Stabilized things after those early blows. Markram got to his 50 pretty smoothly, too, off 32 deliveries. Looked in good touch.
But just as they seemed poised to maybe push on even harder, Hasaranga strikes again.
Right. Got Markram out. Timely wicket for RR, pegging LSG back to 131 for 4. Hasaranga was having a good day, finished with 2 for 31.
He was their best bowler, for sure.
Definitely. But then Ayush Badoni, he didn't let the momentum die completely. He went on to make a really well-crafted 50.
Yeah, reached it off just 33 balls.
Yeah.
Looked like he could provide that late acceleration.
He did. But then, agony for him. Gets out the very next ball after reaching the milestone. You thought, okay, maybe LSG won't get quite as many as they hoped.
But then came Abdul Samad. That finish was just explosive.
Wasn't it just? Incredible cameo. 30 not out from only 10 deliveries. He absolutely mullered Sandeep Sharma in that final over.
How many sixes was it in the end?
4. 4 sixes in that last over alone. It completely transformed the innings. Suddenly, LSG get up to 180 for 5. A really competitive score.
Yeah, that felt like a proper total to defend. Gave them real belief heading into the second innings.
For sure. You could almost feel the momentum shift just in those last few balls.
Right, so 181 the target for Rajasthan Royals.
Yeah.
And they pulled out a massive surprise at the top of the order.
Massive is the word.
Yeah.
Young Vaibhav Suryavanshi, just 14 years old, making his IPL debut. Incredible story.
The youngest ever debutant in IPL history. Just amazing. And the nerve.
Unbelievable. First ball he faces in the IPL, Shardul Thakur bowling, and he just launches him for 6.
The crowd must have gone wild.
Oh, absolutely electric. What a way to announce yourself. And, it wasn't just a one-off.
No, he hit another one, didn't he? Off of Avesh Khan.
Yeah, next over. Smacked Avesh Khan for 6-2. Just came out playing with absolutely zero fear. Wonderful to see.
Really was. And while the youngster was doing that, Yashasvi Jaiswal at the other end was, well, he was looking sublime again.
He was in imperious form. Reached his 50 off just 31 balls. That was his 3rd half-century in a row. He was batting beautifully.
And that opening partnership really set the tone for the chase, didn't it?
It really did. They put on 85 together, Suryavanshi and Jaiswal. It gave RR such a solid platform.
At that point, you're thinking, okay, RR are well on track here.
Completely in the driving seat. Suryavanshi eventually got out, stumped off Markram for a very entertaining 34 off 20 balls, 2 4s, 3 6s. Great debut knock.
Fantastic debut. Then Nitish Rana came in. Didn't last long, though. For 8.
Yeah, quick wicket there. So 94 for 2. Still, very much RR's game to lose.
And then Jaiswal found another partner in the stand-in skipper, Riyan Parag. They put together another solid stand.
They did. Added 62 runs, those two, and they just seemed to be ticking off the runs with ease. Took RR to 156 for 2.
So what was the equation then? End of the 17th over.
Just 25 runs needed off the last 3 overs. 18 balls, 25 runs, 8 wickets in hand.
He backed the batting side 9 times out of 10 there. Probably 99 times out of 100.
Absolutely. It looked like RR were cruising to a much-needed victory. Felt almost inevitable at that stage.
But this is T20 cricket. And this is where Avesh Khan decided to rewrite the script entirely. That 18th over.
Wow.
Just an incredible game-changing over. He comes on to ball, first ball, gets Yashasvi Jaiswal, the set batsman, gone for 74 of 52.
Huge wicket. Jaiswal was batting so well.
Massive moment. And then, as if that wasn't enough, the last ball of that same over, he traps Riyan Parag LBW. No way. Two set batsmen in the same over.
Yep. Parag gone for 39 off 26. Just like that, the two guys steering the chase were back in the dugout. The whole complexion of the game changed in 6 balls.
So what did that leave the equation at? Suddenly looked very different.
It did. Suddenly, RR needed 19 runs but off only 11 deliveries, and 2 new batsmen at the crease. The pressure just ramped right up.
You could feel it even watching. The crowd must have been stunned into silence, then maybe got louder for LSG.
Probably a mix of both. Shimron Hetmeyer came in, he's known for his finishing. He tried to get things going.
Yeah, he hit a couple of boundaries.
Scored a quick 12 off 7 balls. Did well, actually. Brought it down to 6 runs needed off the last 4 balls. Avesh Khan still bowling his final over.
Okay, 6 off 4. Still very gettable, but tense.
Super tense. And then, another twist. Hetmeyer tries to finish it, hits it towards the boundary, but Shardul Thakur takes the catch.
Oh my goodness, Hetmeyer out. So, 6 needed off 3 balls now.
6 off 3. Shubham Dubey, the new batsman, on strike. Avesh Khan bowling. The pressure was immense.
What happened next? Did Avesh hold his nerve?
He was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant under pressure. Bowled 2 fantastic Yorkers. Really hard to get away.
Any drama on those balls?
Well, there was actually a dropped catch. Miller put down Dubey off one of those Yorkers, but they could only scramble, I think it was 2 runs total from those 2 deliveries.
So hang on, if they got 2 runs,
yeah,
that means still 6 needed off the final ball.
No, wait, let me check that. Hetmeyer got out, needing 6 off 4. He was caught. Then Dubey came in. 6 off 3 needed. Avesh bowled. Okay, got it. Hetmeyer's dismissal left 6 needed off 3. Avesh then bowled those tight deliveries, conceding just 3 singles in the next 2 balls.
Oh, okay. 3 runs off 2 balls, so 3 runs needed off the final ball. No, wait, that can't be right. If they only scored 3 total in the last 3 balls after Hetmeyer got out.
Let's retrace. 19 off 11. Hetmeyer hits 12 off 6 balls he faced, gets out. So 7 needed off 5. No, the outline says Hetmeyer got 12 off 7. Okay, let's restart the calculation from 19 off 11. Hetmeyer hits 12, gets out. So RR scored 12 runs, used 7 balls. That leaves 7 runs needed off 4 balls when Hetmeyer is dismissed.
Right, 7 needed off 4. Avesh Khan bowling to Shubham Dubey.
Exactly. So Hetmeyer out, 7 off 4. Avesh bowls to Dubey. The outline says Hetmeyer brought it down to 6 off 4, then got out. Let's stick with that. Okay, yep. 6 needed off 3 balls. Dubey on strike.
Okay, 6 off 3. That's clearer. Nail-biting stuff.
Avesh bowls delivered those pinpoint Yorkers. There was a drop catch of Dubey in there by Miller, that's right, but they could only manage singles. They scampered 3 runs off those last 3 deliveries.
3 runs when they needed 6.
Exactly. So, Lucknow Super Giants win by just 2 runs. RR finished on 178 for 5. An unbelievable finish.
Just snatched it right at the end. Incredible death bowling from Avesh Khan.
Absolutely phenomenal. He finished with 3 for 37, but those last 2 overs, especially that 18th over, getting Jaiswal and Parag, and then holding his nerve at the very end. That was match right there. Pure class under pressure.
You should give him huge credit, but from RR's perspective,
yeah,
how do you lose that? They were absolutely cruising.
It's a tough one to swallow for them. To be needing 25 off 18 with 8 wickets left and lose, it speaks volumes about maybe panic setting in or perhaps just brilliant execution from Avesh Khan. Probably a bit of both.
Yeah, it's a collapse that will really hurt them, especially considering their season so far.
Definitely. This result has big implications for the points table. LSG jump right into the top 4, level on points with the leading teams. A massive boost for their campaign.
And for Rajasthan.
It's pretty grim for them now. Their 4th loss in a row, 6th defeat in 8 matches overall. Their playoff hopes are looking really slim after this. Losing a game they dominated for so long is a huge psychological blow too.
Just shows the fine margins in this format, doesn't it? The crazy unpredictability of T20.
Precisely. Momentum shifts so quickly. 1 over, a couple of key moments, and the entire game can flip. We saw that perfectly tonight with Suryavanshi's debut fireworks, Markram and Badoni rebuilding, Jaiswal's class, and then Avesh Khan's stunning turnaround.
What a match to break down. It really leaves you thinking, though, doesn't it? Before we wrap up this deep dive, RR needing so few runs, wickets in hand, what could they, or maybe should they, have done differently in those final 3 overs to avoid that collapse? Something for everyone to mull over.
Definitely food for thought. It was a pleasure discussing it. A truly unforgettable game.